My brother announced his engagement at my graduation dinner. Dad stood up and said, "Finally, something worth celebrating." I smiled and kept eating. Then I asked the waiter for separate checks. I just finished my master's degree in nursing, paid for it myself while working full-time at County General Hospital. 60-hour weeks between clinical rotations and night shifts. 2 years of barely sleeping, living off vending machine coffee and whatever leftovers I could grab from the break room. But I did it. Mom had texted that morning, "Pick wherever you want for dinner tonight, sweetie. Your day, your choice." I chose Stella's, the nice Italian place downtown with the exposed brick and the wine list that requires a sommelier. Expensive, sure, but I figured after 2 years of ramen and stress, I'd earned one nice meal. I got there early, asked for their best table. When the host sat me, I carefully placed my diploma in its leather folder on the empty chair next to me. I even angled, so people could see it when they walked up. My parents arrived first. Dad shook my hand, Mom hugged me and said, "We're so proud," but she didn't look at the diploma. Just immediately started asking if I'd seen the menu, if they had gluten-free options for my Aunt Carol. Derek showed up 10 minutes late with his girlfriend Jennifer. He's my older brother by 3 years, works in sales at our uncle's car dealership, the kind of job where he posts Instagram stories from golf courses on Wednesday afternoons. We ordered appetizers, calamari, bruschetta, that burrata situation that costs $28. Everyone's making small talk. My Aunt Carol is asking about my student loans. Before I can answer, Derek clears his throat really loud. He's grinning like he just won the lottery. "So, everyone, Jennifer and I have some news we wanted to share with the family." He pulls out a ring box, Tiffany blue, opens it right there at the table. The whole section of the restaurant can see, the diamond catching the light. The table explodes. Mom literally shrieks and jumps up to hug Jennifer. My Aunt Carol is already crying, pulling out her phone for pictures. My cousin starts asking about wedding dates and venues. And Dad actually stands up, raises his wine glass like he's at a corporate event, and delivers the line that I'll never forget. "Finally, something worth celebrating tonight." I'm sitting there. My diploma is still on the chair next to me, untouched. The leather folder probably cost me $40 at the campus bookstore. Nobody's even glanced at it since they sat down. Not once. 2 years. $30,000 in loans. Countless nights wondering if I'd make it through. And my father's first instinct when something celebration-worthy happens is, finally. I take another bite of calamari. It's perfectly fried, crispy on the outside, tender inside. I chew slowly, swallow, smile at Derek and Jennifer. "Congratulations, you guys. That's real exciting." Then I flag down our waiter, a young guy named Marcus who's been attentive all night. "Hey Marcus, quick question. Can we do separate checks?" "I'll take mine now, actually. Just my appetizer and water." The table goes completely silent. You know that scene in movies where the record scratches and everyone freezes? It was exactly like that. Mom's hand is frozen halfway to her mouth, a piece of bruschetta dangling from her fork. Derek's still holding the ring box up like he's posing for Vogue. My Aunt Carol has her phone out, but the camera's not pointed at anything anymore. Dad sets his wine glass down. "What are you doing? This is a family dinner." "It was supposed to be my graduation dinner," I say, keeping my voice level and friendly. "But since we're celebrating Derek's engagement instead, I figure you guys can handle covering that celebration. I've got an early shift tomorrow anyway. 12-hour rotation starting at 6 a.m. "You're being dramatic," Derek says. "Maybe. Or maybe I'm just taking care of my own check like I've taken care of everything else for the past 2 years. I pull out my wallet. Marcus brings the check. $18.73. I leave a 25, tell him to keep the change. Then I stand up, grab my diploma from the chair, and tuck it under my arm. The leather folder suddenly feels lighter than it did when I walked in. "Enjoy your evening, everyone." Derek, Jennifer, seriously, congratulations. I'm happy for you both. I walk out through Stella's big glass doors into the cool night air. My phone starts buzzing before I even reach my car. Mom's calling. Then a text from my aunt. "That was so rude and unnecessary. Derek, you really had to make this about you?" I ignore all of them. Drive home. Change into my scrubs for tomorrow. Make myself a turkey sandwich and eat it standing at my kitchen counter. 3 hours later, my phone lights up with a text from Dad. "Who's paying for this dinner?" "The bill is $340. I stared at the message for a long moment, then typed back, "The family with something worth celebrating."